Hey parents, hey martial arts advantage families. I have been wanting to do this for a very long time, and that is create this show. This show, you've probably seen me use it once or twice before, but we're calling it Take Advantage, right? Play on words if you haven't put it together. Yes, because our school name is Martial Arts Advantage. So this show is Take Advantage, and that kind of means several things to me. One is, I want people to take advantage of this format to ask us questions. If there's something that you have been wondering about, or there's something that wondering about with the academy or us or just the martial arts in general. This has always been a great way for us to just get that constant interaction with you guys, and hopefully an informative and entertaining fashion, edutainment, if you will. So this is Take Advantage, episode 001. Oh, it's a good sound effect. I like that. How you included that.
Edit it in post.
You didn't know that's why Mr. Christian's here. And in fact, so my name is Chris Kuntz. This here is Mr. Christian Weaver. And so we're here to answer your questions, but behind the camera, the legend himself, Mr. Jose is back there.
Goodness.
Say hi, Mr. Jose.
Hi, Mr. Jose.
See?
You're funny.
The legend himself. All right.
Ready with the jokes.
So what we're going to do is we're going to take questions you guys have and then just answer them right here on the show. And so with the first question, we have Mr. Jose.
Why the martial arts? Why then? And why now?
All right. I'll start this one off, if you will.
Okay.
Okay, so why the martial arts? Now, this question is actually important to me because this is something that we ask all of our new students, our new parents, when they first get enrolled here at the academy, is that first conversation we have with them. It's more about what do they want, or what do they think that they want from us? Because just from our years of experience, we notice that when people are inquiring about martial arts, they sometimes don't really have an idea of what they're getting into. So it's important to us to figure that out. What is what ideas do they have in their head? What goals do they have in mind? So we always ask them, why martial arts? Why now? So for me, why martial arts, and then why then? I actually got started in the martial arts because of my brother, Master Kuntz. He has been doing the martial arts for a very long time. He started when he was a young boy in Korea, and when we were over here back in Tampa, I just kind of followed in his footsteps, so to speak. And so that's kind of why I got started. In fact, I would not be teaching today if when I was 12, he first started kind of bringing me into the academy to help with his classes where he was teaching over at Brandon Taekwondo. And then from there, when I was 17, he brought me back into the fold with Martial Arts Advantage. And I just kind of kept going since then. And now it's honestly my passion project. It is what keeps me active. What keeps me healthy. It's what keeps me motivated on my day to day. So that's my big reasons now. How about you?
Oh, okay. So, why martial arts? So, why then is I started around 12. So I was just getting into middle school. No, it was like 7th grade. I was just getting into 7th grade, and I was a fairly large.
This is where we should throw up the picture. Yes.
Don't do that.
Yes, that has to.
Is it gonna be like right here?
Yeah.
No.
The legendary picture.
Click on the link.
No.
No picture. No. So I was. God, it's already on the Facebook. If you keep scrolling, but no. I was like a very large kid in middle school and growing up, and I got bullied a lot or teased with. So one summer my dad was like, "What do you want to do this summer instead of sitting down all the time?" That's normally what I would do.
Did he say it like that?
No, he did. He's like,
down all the time?
No, it's just because that's what the alternative would be. And then I was like, I want to do karate. He's like, got it. And then he came back 2 days later, and he showed me this slip. He's like, hey, we're going there tomorrow, and I'm like, oh, cool. So I get here and
Were you excited?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I was nervous, but I was excited.
See, I remember this. I remember sitting down with his dad for it must have been 45 minutes, just me and him just talking about you.
Listen, he's in trouble. Help my son. No.
It wasn't far off from that. So.
Oh my God.
but not trouble he's going down the wrong path. Just wanted so much more. I mean, he's just doing what a dad does, right? Just be high expectations for his son. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, no, and so I came in and I saw him, and I saw him, and then another instructor came up to me, and he's like, "Hey, I like your shoes." And it was funny because that made me feel more comfortable here. They were really cool shoes. I actually still have them. They were like Batman Converse, and I still have them, by the way.
And Robin.
Yeah, and Robin. And so like like to put in perspective, like he was like, "Yeah, you could jump into this class. Cool. We'll get you like a uniform." And they only had the top in my size. They didn't have the pants. So like I was the only one in class with like cargo shorts. And I was like, okay, this is.
Well, I forgot about that, but now I remember that very vividly.
Yeah, with the afro and the brace, it was nice. And then like I was honestly I was gonna like I was like, nah, this I don't like this, because like the next class I went to, well, I didn't know it was like a whole black belt like seminar. It was at the time Master Whitlow,
Now
and like
Grandmaster
I didn't know. Yeah, now Grandmaster Whitlow, and I didn't know until I walked in. I'm like, there's like 50 black belts here. I'm like the only white belt here. So like I stepped on the mat and I gave like one last look to my dad. I was like, no, and then I walked out. And then, like now Master Coons, or at the time was fourth. Fifth degree.
He must have been 6th degree then.
Yeah, he was like, "Hi, what's your name?" Pats me on the shoulder. "Hey, yeah, follow me. Come on, get in here." And I was like, okay, because I didn't have enough confidence to say no. But it's fine though. Like
I don't even know if he knows that he like if he didn't step in to like help you into that transition, like that you probably would have walked out.
Probably not. It was a like make or break moment. And
this is us as black belts, us as white belts, and now we're black belts, but it's because of those little moments.
Yeah, and so yeah, he pushed me in there, and what his dude was like, "Everyone, what's your name?" "Yeah, this is Christian." And everyone's like, "Oh, hi," like a whole school circle around me, and he's like, "Tell him he's gonna be a black belt one day." And they're like, "Hey, you're gonna be a black belt one day." And Mr. Alex came up to me, and he was like, "Hi, nice to meet you." And I was like, "Hi, okay." And I went on to do that, and I felt more comfortable, so I was like, "Yeah, I'll come back." And like over time, I like started to like shred like weight, and I was like, "Okay, this is pretty cool. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna stick with this for sure." And then like I started like helping out for camps, and it got to the point where Mr. was like, "Hey, you're like basically running camp by yourself. Like, do you want to do this like full time?" And I was like, "Yeah, why not?" And then like eventually I started running classes, and then like I eventually like just started like doing everything on my own, and now I'm like an instructor. And it like helps not only like with here, but like it's helped me like talk to like anyone, like how to handle myself socially, like outside with other humans.
So you essentially need your own comic book, is what you're saying.
Yes.
It's like your origin story.
Yeah, definitely.
We're on issue 41.
Yeah, and then it got like to the point where I'm like, yo, this is awesome. And then like I started like my like physical abilities like shot through the roof, and I was like, you know what, I want to go to boot camp for the Marines. And I did that. And honestly, like without this, I wouldn't have been able to like make it through that, because like this like kind of helped me gain the confidence and like the mannerisms, how to like handle like pressure, I guess. Not pressure, but like how to get through like all the hard parts. Like especially like because we used to do Power Fives at the beginning of every class.
Still do.
Well, like like a full class, yeah, like, and I used to like not be able to finish those, and now I'm like doing them every day. Now I'm like running 3 miles every day.
You're a machine now.
Yeah.
You are a superhero. That was your origin story. Now you're a superhero.
Now I'm here.
And you wear a cape.
Yeah, and I get to spread the love, the knowledge out to the class, and it feels good that I can take part in impacting people's lives.
Which I think is a good segue. Next question.
Next question. 2 hours later.
What is legacy?
So here at Advantage, we have 2 like main programs for our kids. There's the Advantage program, which takes anyone from a beginner through to intermediate, through to black belts. And then there's our leadership program, which the Advantage program, we work on the physical skills. The leadership program, we work on those communication skills. So these are just essentially skills that will help them, not only here at the academy, but at home, at school, just in the community, and anything they're doing. And we want to build that aspect of them. What we do with our legacy team, and that's what legacy is. Our legacy team right now it's our teenage black belts. And the idea is that these guys, we're giving them a path to becoming an instructor. Now, the path to becoming an instructor is not necessarily like, hey, we want them to be an instructor. I mean, we do, but that's not exactly what we're pushing them towards. We're actually taking a lot of those same communication skills, a lot of those same presentation skills, but applying it in a sense that would help them in the business world, in college, right? Like, there's a lot of these skills, these success skills, or how to handle a group, I know that they're not taught. I wasn't taught this in school. In fact, that's one of the things I often say is like, man, if we did leadership now, well, if we did any sort of leadership back when I was coming up through the ranks, as a white belt when I was 7, 12, whatever, if we did this stuff, I can only imagine how much more confident and knowledgeable I would be in social settings. But to me, that's legacy. Anything you want to add?
That was like pretty much all of it.
Tell them what you're doing with legacy right now.
So right now, we have a demo coming up, and I'm kind of putting together, or I guess we kind of already put together like a little show to put on for everyone in Carrollwood, if you guys want to come out to support us. But right now, I'm like helping them lead them through the I guess the demo, and we're doing like a bunch of different like patterns. It's called Hyperform, with like different weapons. And I'm teaching them,
showing them how to do the demo.
Yeah, I'm showing them how to do the demo. I'm teaching them like how to respond to commands and how to like get into formation, so that way we can look cool.
Yeah, which you also did as part of the World Championships. Like you got people in formation, leading them through there, and then your team got third place at the World Championships. That's in which
overall.
Yeah, that's quite an accomplishment. All right.
I cried. Good tears.
I think all of you guys cried. I almost cried for you guys. All right. There's a lot of like emotion in that room. That was cool. All right. Next.
What is your favorite martial arts movie?
All right. You can go first. Oh, okay. I'll go first. All right. So, favorite martial arts movie. This is like a weird one for me because I honestly don't have like a single big favorite martial arts movie. I love the movie Enter the Dragon, right, with Bruce Lee. I love movies like Ip Man. Ip Man, I think like when it comes to martial arts movie, Ip Man, yeah, because Ip Man is just one of those movies where if you want to watch cool martial arts sequences, it is that. Yeah, and I know what movie you're gonna say too. That's also a very good one. But it almost doesn't even fit in the category because you wouldn't call it a martial arts movie. But I cannot help but think about John Wick. John Wick is absolutely, hands down, one of my favorite movies to go back to when it comes to fight scenes, action scenes, hand-to-hand combat, and beyond. Because it's just, yeah, that to me is the epitome of those type of sequences.
It's the whole movie.
He calls it gun fu.
Does he?
Gun kata from that Christian Bale movie.
Who calls it gun fu?
Keanu Reeves.
It was like in an interview?
That's what he refers to it whenever he talks about the movie, is because of all the gun and action and fighting. Yeah, when we're doing gun fu.
Yeah, that's cool. I mean, he like grabs the guy and like breaks his arm and then goes off the next guy. It's just cool how it just goes one to the other. Go ahead. What's your favorite movie?
The guy on a horse. Oh, it's called The Raid Redemption, and like it's awesome. This movie's like the choreography is like really quick and fast. Like it looks so realistic. It's rated R. So
is John Wick.
Yeah, but like more people have heard of John Wick. This movie isn't like an American. It's not made in America. I think it's Taiwanese.
I don't know.
It's not. I watched it and I was reading subtitles, but like I wasn't focusing on like the plot. It was just the fight sequences in that movie. Like go on YouTube, like without the little ones, and then type in like The Raid Redemption fight scenes, and there's like a whole compilation. Just watch that, you'll be like, oh, I get it. It's really rough. It's gritty, and a couple times I did this, but it was like.
Wait, how old were you?
12.
Okay.
Like around when I first started.
Yeah. All right, that makes sense.
I mean, I was 15, and I was under adult supervision.
The Raid Redemption is actually a really good movie.
And the main guy, because I watched, I was like, Dad, does this look like Mr. Chris? I keep forgetting. I know his name. I know the actor's name.
It's on. I was actually just looking at it, like Eco.
It's on Netflix.
Latassi or something. Yeah.
Yeah, and they're like in a diner.
Yeah.
And they're like, we're more just as American.
Anyways, like, if you haven't seen those movies, like, yeah, watch them. They're worth watching.
Mr. Chris is in it.
Oh yeah, go ahead. Mr. Jose wants to.
Oh yeah, he's here. He's also here.
Movie.
I mean, I like this question a lot. My favorite one.
You want to come in camera and say it?
Yeah,
sure. Why not? I'll come right in between you guys.
Oh.
All right, so
make room for Mr. Jose.
My favorite movie, I watched it like a gajillion times growing up, was Rumble in the Bronx with Jackie Chan.
Yeah.
I mean, I love comedy movies, and it just had like he does the perfect blend of comedy and martial arts and all the crazy stunts that he does. But sir, I've probably watched that movie at least 100 times.
I think I saw that one in theaters too. That was like his first big American
That was his breakout
flick.
one in America. And yeah, that definitely reinforced any previous love that I had for martial arts. And yeah, it's definitely, if you haven't seen that one, definitely go watch that one.
That one you can watch with the kids, right?
Yeah.
I believe that one's PG-13.
You just reminded me of one. It's like my second favorite one. It's also on Netflix. What was the one with all the guys in the top hats and the axe? The axe
Kung
gang?
Fu Hustle.
Yes, Kung Fu Hustle.
That's also rated R.
Oh. Well, yes, but
But it is a good movie.
Rush Hour 2?
That's, I think,
PG-13.
PG-13. That's another Jackie Chan movie.
Yes,
Rush
and
Hour.
Chris Tucker.
If you haven't seen that one, that's an awesome one.
Do
too.
you like
All right.
Rumble on the Broad?
I'm gonna get back behind the camera.
All right, go back there. Let's go to the next question.
What is the best new innovation at Martial Arts Advantage?
So I've gone first through all three of these, so
Is it the Can I say it? Because it's all. To me, it's this one.
say it.
Oh, okay. I want to say the app. I think it's cool that we have an app now, because like instead of like if you have a question coming up here for us to like help you out, you can also like do it straight from your phone, which is like way easier, and it's like modern now because like there's an app for everything. And when I first like figured out that we had an app, like back when we made it, I was like, no way, we're like big time now. We got an app, no way. And then I got it. So I think that's cool.
I mean, really, as far as innovation goes, I would have to agree. Like that, having the app is so we're starting to use it even more to its full potential, and there's just so much more. Well, really, they're building on it every single day. So there's things that are happening that's like, oh, we didn't have this aspect before, and then there were some frustrations before that have now gotten solved. Like you're able to have like your own profile, see your own events and everything, and then what the app allows us to do is honestly focus on teaching great classes, being able to handle like class, and then being able to like go out and socialize with the parents. And if you have questions about programs coming up, things like that, it's all on there. And so there are a lot of times when even new students that come in and say, hey, can you tell me a little bit about this? I'm like, sure. And so I tell them, I say, hey, so they're gonna sometimes go home and talk to like their spouse or whatever. So I say, hey, do me a favor, download the app, because on there it has all this information I just told you, and you can actually look at this with them together. And if you are ready, you can sign up right there with a trial or whatever else. So
Yeah.
it's been really great that way.
It also has
Price.
like things on there to help you. Like there's a section on there for a video to like to help tie
yeah.
belts, which I know is like a big thing for like, a lot of the parents.
And so
There's a video on there on
parents
how
are
to tie
still-
belts.
Yeah, are you know, wondering about certain things like how do we do this, or what should we practice at home with this? There's actually a member section with a bunch of videos you can go through and practice, or even watch how to tie the belt. We have our Facebook families group, obviously, but having that as an accompaniment is huge.
Maybe they just like it when we tie them on.
Probably true. I think the kids do. Like weirdly enough, sometimes the students come up, it's like, the parents will come up and say, I tied his belt,
tried.
or I tied her belt, and
just,
they want you to do it, so.
Or the kid will just be like,
All right. Next one.
What's the most exciting thing happening right now at the Academy?
I would say the demo we're putting together for Carrollwood. Yeah, with the time that we had and like as much as we had to put together, I'm excited for it to see like the finishing product.
That's gonna be the most exciting. We'll have to figure out how to get that recorded too. Get someone on the.
Sidelines.
Yeah.
You can record it.
I won't be.
Oh yeah, you just find somebody else to record it.
Yeah. So that demo is exciting. I'm really. I want to see it put together with the music.
Yeah, because I told him I'm like I haven't chosen the music yet. But was that what you were working on there? I saw you working on.
No,
it.
I was working on a different video.
Oh, he's the music guy. Not allowed to pick the music.
All right, so the most exciting thing for me right now at the Academy is actually, this is something that we started implementing last summer, and it's honestly to see what the students are capable of through their leadership skills. And the reason why this is most exciting, because last summer we had our summer camps, and we started introducing jumping up in front of the group and leading, and we had a few students that just latched onto it right away, and then they would. And by the way, when the few students that were latching onto it right away had never trained here before, right? So they didn't have any like preconceived notions of how to be a leader or whatever else. They just saw what we were doing, what we were teaching, jumped up in front of the group.
I'm gonna do that.
And we just ran it, just the exact way that we were saying how to run it. And then it just dominoed effect. Like every single student that had no prior martial arts experience was able and confident enough to jump up in front of the group.
Like a 4-year-old all the way up to like some of the older students.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. Like this year, we had a 4-year-old student doing camp, which
blew me away.
Typically we start at 6 for camps,
Yeah.
but he has an older sister here, so we said, cool, let's have him try it out and see how he does, and he did great.
Killed it.
And then
Killed it.
Yes, like I don't know, this is like his 3rd week doing camp.
He set the standard some days.
And he was the loudest, jumping up in front of a group and leading them all the way through this drill. So that's why I say that's the most exciting thing happening to me here. Because, the martial arts, a lot of people say, hey, the martial arts is about kicking and punching. For us, it is beyond the kicking and punching. Like, you're right.
Getting old.
The black belt joints. So beyond the kicking and punching, there's so much more. Because I know that when parents brag about their kids, they don't come back to me and tell me like, oh, it's so great that you guys worked those moves, because then he went over here and beat up this other kid, right? That's never a I've never had that conversation. I've had them say, hey, they were able to stand up for themselves, right? But one of the biggest things I hear is, wow, I can see the confidence, or I can see the behavior change just from them being in classes, whether it's for a short time, long time, or whatnot. But that's it there. Anything else? So those are our questions. Now, what I want to do is ask you guys a question. And so what we'll have is our question of the day. And so the question of the day is, do you have our app? And it's important to me that you have our app, because now we have two-way communication in there, and we're putting through all the events and even more communication, including the member section with all those videos. So do you have our app? Write down below yes or no. And then if there's other questions you guys have that you want us to answer on video like this, leave us more questions in the comments below on whatever platform you're seeing this.
Like, comment, subscribe, all of that. I don't know.
Every video he does.
Link in the description.
Every video.
Link to our next video.
All right, you guys, that's it for me. Mr. Christian, thank you very much. Mr.
Thank you,
Jose,
sir.
good job back there. All right, you guys, my name is Mr. Chris. Thank you guys for tuning in.
I'm Mr. Christian.
Hopefully, we'll have episode 002 pretty soon. Let us know if you guys like this. That's it. All right, see you guys.
Take advantage.
Oh, take advantage.